Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to this new video on Luna Classic. We are going to do a full update on the current situation for Luna Classic. We'll talk about what to expect. We'll talk about whether we can actually rally up higher. We'll talk about potential price targets, because I have to be honest here and say that the momentum we got in yesterday was not fully unexpected. And I also told you yesterday in the video, whenever a coin has high momentum like this, which the momentum that Luna Classic had and still has is the highest volume I've seen in the past 2 months for altcoins, or at least in the top 10, right? Compared to it's all about relative momentum, of course. Like the momentum we saw with Luna Classic compared to the momentum before. So then you can never count a crypto like that out. But I did tell you yesterday that I thought it was more likely that we were going to push down. And I still, according to some metrics, I have to still tell you that I think that is most likely. And I'll tell you why in this video, but we will talk about the invalidation as well. Okay, so we will look at the higher time frames and we'll talk about, okay, if we can break above this level against my expectations, because I still hold a relatively bearish bias short-term on Luna Classic after that short-term bearish pressure, which I expect I can turn bullish again. All right, I'm relatively fluid in that. But like I said, you can never count a crypto like this out. Whenever there is a very negative funding rate, even though that is not the case right now, but whenever that pops up, whenever you see incredibly high futures volume, and whenever you see some sort of spot absorption, because that is not going on right now, but that is what we saw yesterday. Okay, yesterday in the video I said, okay, I think it's most likely we're going to push down. But there are some positive things going on. I mean, we could actually see that futures were selling off. So longs were closing or shorts were opening. But the price actually pushed up. So you had some passive buys coming in, which is usually a good sign. And that is ultimately also what pushed Luna Classic higher. However, the critical zone remains the previous value area high. And that is sitting right here at 6.5 and 6.6 cents. Let me quickly make a line here for that. We won't make it green. That's what you can see. Look, what mattered a lot for Luna Classic is the previous range that we had been in from February until October. There we got a lot of price action, so we got some relevant levels. Those relevant levels are the point of control right here at 6 cents, which initially I think actually was respected as some sort of resistance. Then it is the value area low at 5.6 cents, which was one of the key support levels. And then it is the value area high at 6.6 cents. And that is now the key resistance level holding back Luna Classic. And the key question we should ask ourselves is, okay, can we break above that? Because if we can break above that, we can start to rally up higher. First by testing the previous highs, but then afterwards we can also start to rally into some older strong resistance levels, such as 9 cents. And 9 cents from the current price would be a move of about 45%, which is a possibility. But then we need to see, first of all, a technical bullish breakout above 6.6 cents. And the only way I think we can see that is with higher volume, new leverage momentum, and negative funding rates. And if you take a look at the volume right now, the volume is relatively low. The volume is decreasing. There is not a lot of leverage coming in. There is some new leverage coming in, to be fair. And the funding rate is negative, but it is in no shape or form as negative as it was the 5th of December. So based on that, I have to tell you, there's a possibility we'll break out above 6.6, and you should be prepared for that. But I don't think it's most likely. I think it is more likely that we will cap against that, maybe get some spikes above that. That's always a possibility, but that ultimately we will push down into our support level right here at 5.2 and 5 cents, and then potentially after that lower into 4.5 and 4.4 cents as well. And those are my thoughts. I will keep you updated on this, so keep an eye on the channel. I've had a decent hit rate, to be fair, on Luna Classic. I did predict this high, for example, and I did tell you that we could find some support right here. But obviously, I'm never going to always be right. So those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care, and I will see you all in my next videos. Bye.